Today I'm watching Wandavision Season 1, Episode 4. I'm really enjoying the series so far. In the previous episode, we had Wanda give birth to these twin boys, Tommy and Billy. They were each able to name a child. We didn't know she was expecting twins. That was definitely a surprise. Like I said in previous episodes, I'm not a huge Marvel expert. I have seen Marvel movies, but I am not an expert in these two characters. So I don't know a ton about their backstory. I do know that she's a Scarlet Witch and he is Vision, and we also had in the previous episode, Geraldine was sent to present day. She, wakes up surrounded by what I guess was like a military base. That was kind of the first thing that came to mind. These, big trucks were coming towards her, these big vehicles, and that's kind of how we left it. And we had a sign in the background for where they live. So I'm very curious to see where we're going to go. I definitely feel like each episode we're getting further into the decades. We kind of started 50s and now we're at, 70s, somewhere in there. They haven't outright announced it, obviously, but just given my, love of television and watching TV and just the style even of the way they're presenting the show, especially with the intro credits and stuff. So that's my guess. So I'm not sure what decade this episode will be in. They've also definitely been hinting that something isn't right. We had that radio message for Wanda. There's been a few moments, they mentioned Wanda's brother in the previous episode as well, and she was kind of taken aback by that. So yeah, I'm very curious to see where we're going to go in all of this. So thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And if you want to have a say in what movies or TV shows I watch, be sure to join Patreon. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content.
Lieutenant Trouble.
What was that? Are skin particles? Oh my gosh, what is this? So cool, but I have so many questions at the same time. She's in the hospital? Yeah. Oh, I'm putting it together now. It's after Endgame. People are just leaving. Yeah, I have seen Endgame.
Excuse me. I'm looking for a patient.
Oh, my wife? Do you have a phone?
No.
I have to call my wife.
Oh my god. If you didn't cry at Endgame when Tony Stark and Spider-Man, my heart just, explosion.
Excuse me, I'm looking for a patient in room 104. I don't know what to tell you.
Oh my gosh, just the chaos. That would be so scary.
Tyler, where's my mom? Your mom? She died, honey.
Oh no.
My mother, the procedure went well. You said so yourself. Clean margins, you're discharging her today. The cancer came back.
What? What?
Look it up, Maria Rambeau. I don't understand what's happening, but you need to listen to me. Maria died 3 years ago.
Oh, shoot. Oh, okay. Where's she been for 3 years? What?
3 years after you... After I what?
This is 3 years after, the Endgame situation? That's what I'm guessing?
After you disappeared.
Spider-Man, are you here? Huh. Well, wasn't expecting that. Okay.
Rambeau.
Director Tyler Hayward.
Acting director. You haven't aged a day.
And you look old as hell.
And her mom was part of this as well. Okay.
You should have been here to help name the replacement.
You were the obvious choice.
I was the only choice.
I wasn't gonna say it. Me.
I get it.
Look, if this is because of... You don't have to worry about me. I'm good.
I mean, it's been a lot,
It's a raw deal, but there is one positive takeaway.
What's that?
She believed you'd come back.
Oh, that's so sad. My heart.
This FBI thing, but if you need more time...
No. I'm good to go.
Excellent.
Yeah, and that they came back right in the same situation that they left. Obviously, she was expecting her mom to be there. And that actor, Tyler, I've just rewatched the TV show The Affair, and he plays a character named Max on The Affair. I'm blanking on the actor's name, but I recognize him for sure. Hey, that's the name of the city they live.
It's relatives.
And let me guess, none of them have seen him either.
No. None of them have ever heard of him.
Okay, very interesting.
Pardon me, Sheriff. Would you mind repeating your claim about Westview to my colleague here?
No such place.
What? How is that possible?
Westview, New Jersey.
That they're standing right in front of. Yeah.
I keep telling your G-man here, but he won't listen.
I see.
That's where Wanda and Vision live, so...
Eastview.
Oh, he's like, I would know. Yeah.
I pulled phone numbers for all the residents. I'm only through the D's, but so far I got diddly squat. This isn't a missing persons case, Captain Rambeau. It's a missing town. Population 3,892.
That's a lot of people. Yeah, how did it disappear?
Nobody's supposed to go in.
Very suspicious. Okay, I'm curious to see where we're gonna go. And this whole episode's obviously been in, like, present day so far. The helicopter Wanda found. Oh, we're putting it together, okay.
Wait, where'd it go?
It was right there.
Yeah, it almost looks like even on the road there's like a line, like some kind of barrier or like force field or something. Yeah, you can see this grid. Yeah.
What is it?
That's not normal. A really cool effect though. I really like it. It's super spooky.
Energy field.
Careful, Rambeau.
Yeah, you're gonna lose a hand. Oh!
Captain Rambeau. Watch it. Rambeau.
Oh! Bye. And she just got back too, and now she's sucked into this mysterious town. I really like it though. That's such a cool idea, and I'm guessing that's how we meet Monica / Geraldine.
Nuclear biology.
Artificial intelligence.
Astrophysics. We got the full clown car.
This would be a fun at a party, yeah.
Whatever the threat is, Sword clearly has no idea what they're dealing with.
Bring in one of everything, see what we can figure out.
No one cares.
Yeah, they're gonna keep sending drones in, and I feel like, whoop! How do you fly it once it disappears? Yeah.
A colossal amount of CMBR.
CM.
Cosmic microwave background radiation.
Okay, very interesting.
I need a TV. An old one. Like, not flat.
That's a good way to describe it. Yep, not flat. Yeah, I'm curious if even Wanda or Vision will be in this episode. Will we have an entire WandaVision episode without our main characters?
Good to go?
Yes, sir.
These soars will take you straight into town. Try to find anything you can on Rambeau.
Copy that.
Oh, the beekeeper! Oh, I was like, is he some kind of weird Marvel, like, villain I don't know about? The beekeeper? Like, I know we have some interesting superheroes, but I feel like I would have heard about this one, but now it's starting to make a lot more sense. I'm glad we're starting to see these, like, secrets slowly unravel and, like, see the other side of it and not just, like, Wanda's POV.
There's no reason to suspect it does.
We don't know enough about the nature of the threat to send in another agent when the first is yet to return.
Someone...
Oh, man, what happened to him? Okay.
Who are those people? What are you wearing? Why are they here?
What are you wearing?
Yeah, she's able to stream the show. That's very interesting.
It looks like her.
You move at the speed of sound and I can make a pen float through the air. Who needs to abbreviate?
Okay, yeah, we've gone back to episode 1. Okay, interesting.
But he's dead, right? Not blipped. Dead.
Excellent plan. Where's the tenderizer?
I couldn't remember where his characters left off, but that's sad.
Starring 2 Avengers?
It's a working theory.
Get me a transport back to headquarters now.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see where we're gonna go.
Let's go.
He's a charmer.
Great work.
Hey, thanks.
And how you like the different timelines. Like, obviously, they've been aware about this place since episode 1, and what are they gonna do? Like, we've had, you know, kind of random messages to Wanda throughout, so now obviously that makes sense. And we did have that shot when one of the episodes ended. It did peel back to show that, so that makes sense now as well.
Mr. and Mrs. Hart, played by Todd and Sharon Davis.
Yeah, and we've seen the hexagon shape in like the credits and stuff as well.
Jones.
You got Isabel Matsueda, cast as Beverly.
John Collins is Herb.
These are all different Avengers, I'm assuming. Again, I'm not an expert in the Marvel universe. Yeah, there she is.
The boss lady I met yesterday.
So what, deep cover? Monica has to play along?
With whom? Or else what?
Yeah, exactly. So many questions.
Colorize it.
I didn't.
Let's get the show on the road.
Yeah, we're moving on to the next episode. So I love seeing the behind the scenes of like the other side of it.
Jimmy, you ready?
Ready.
And it's funny how we get some questions answered just as they have so many questions as well. Like, why a sitcom?
Pop quiz, Wanda. How does a housewife get a blood stain out of
Wait.
white linen?
Yeah, we know she can rewind and like mess with time. It turned into a skipping rope. Oh my gosh, that's not helpful.
Yes, I did, dear.
1950s, 1960s, and now the 70s. Why does it keep switching time periods?
Yeah, I thought this episode would be about the 80s, to be honest.
Twins. What a twist. But I'm invested.
She's like actually watching it as a show now.
Wow, this is different.
Oh, and they cut the whole scene. Oh, okay, interesting. That's where she, banishes Geraldine.
Someone is censoring the broadcast.
But where's Rambeau?
Yeah, here she comes, people. Well, hopefully they'll get some answers now if they can talk to her from being on the inside, at least.
And I want you to leave.
Yep. Oh! Sends her right back out. Yeah, that's gonna be awkward to explain for sure. But of course, she can fix it immediately. No one needs to know. Yeah, everything's back to normal.
Oh, she left, honey. She had to rush home.
Oh, no. Oh, is that what happened to Vision when he died? Oh, gosh. And now he's back to normal.
It's all Wanda.
Yeah, she's got to be, like, controlling this town or something. Because, yeah, what is going on? And just pretending everything is normal. Yeah, what is going on? What is she hiding from? Obviously, if Vision is dead, I don't think she wants to deal with that. Maybe this is her way of processing. I don't know. So that was my first time watching WandaVision, Season 1, Episode 4. This show just keeps getting better and better, in my opinion. I was definitely expecting, just like we've seen in the previous 3 episodes, to have, you know, our custom intro. We didn't have that in this episode at all. We pick up right with Geraldine / Monica. Obviously, Geraldine was not her actual name, as we find out. And, you know, this investigation that's been going on and kind of, you know, solve some of the questions and solve these puzzles that we had from the previous 3 episodes, so that was really great. And the only Wanda and Vision content we had in this entire episode was flashbacks, like all that content we saw in the previous episode, so nothing really new from them, which I thought was interesting considering this is their show. But I really liked it, and it was great to see how the real world, you know, reality, clearly this sitcom is fabricated, and I don't really know why. I have some guesses, but again, yeah, to see the other side of it and that they've been aware of this place since episode 1. And to me, what makes the mark of a good show is when you can rewatch. And again, my brain's already thinking like, well, what did we miss in episode 1 that, you know, was something like a little message from them? And they've slowly been laying like the breadcrumb trail, so I think this was a great episode to finally I don't think we have all the answers, but to pull back the curtain a little bit and to show, okay, this is where the beekeeper came from. Because I was trying to rack my brain. I was like, who is this beekeeper? And I didn't want it to become a show where you just have more questions than answers. I knew we still have quite a few episodes left, but it's like the questions are starting to pile up. So I like that they had this kind of break from Wanda and Vision, obviously still, focused on them, but more from the perspective of Sword and the FBI and Monica, trying to figure out what's going on. And yeah, there's definitely some kind of wall force field thing that's around this town that doesn't exist. And I still like how they worked in their, comedic moments. The show there's obviously this big story happening, but also they just have so many, little pieces that really try to make it funny. Like, Kat Dennings' character, asking for coffee all the time and, just being the only one who's really able to figure out any information. And I like that it answered the questions we had from the previous episode without it being like over your head, obvious. It was like, oh yeah, this means this and that means this. And you're able to kind of piece those things together, which was super interesting. And we see the helicopter and we find out, who was behind the radio message. And, the fact that obviously Wanda can alter time. We did see her like rewind in the first episode, and yeah, she just jump cuts at the end when she sends back Geraldine so that nobody on the broadcast actually sees what she's done. And of course Vision isn't even there. And again, I'm not a Marvel Universe expert, and I didn't realize that Vision had died. I have seen Marvel movies, but not in a while, and again, I don't remember where his particular character's storyline ended up, but obviously we find on this one that in present day he's passed away, and we have that flash where he's very gray, his eyes are white, and he has something in his head, and clearly he has passed away in real life, which makes me think that's the motivation for Wanda, who obviously is controlling this whole thing. Like, we see her, she's obviously super powerful. We know she's the Scarlet Witch, and she was able to send Geraldine out, into the real world. So to me, that was pretty obvious that she knows that where she's living is not the real world. My guess is that she's doing this as a way to like hide from probably a very painful reality that Vision's not there anymore. We do hear Geraldine talk about the passing away of her brother from Ultron as well in the previous episode, so I don't know how happy Wanda would have been in present day, and maybe this was just a form of escape. Again, please no spoilers, but that's kind of my prediction, is she just wants to hide away and live in this bubble where everything is perfect, much like, sitcoms would be. Everything is wrapped up in a tidy, 22 minutes, all problems are solved. They always ends with them, happy and smiling, sitting on the couch. I have seen Endgame, and as soon as we have that shot with Monica and you see her face particles, I don't know how else to describe it, but coming back together, at first I was like, does she have some kind of superpower that she can, transport herself to different places, and that's how she does it? Like, I was just trying to, think of what this was going to be. And then, of course, you cut back to the hospital scene where everybody is running around chaotic, and I was like, oh, this is Endgame, which is a very interesting, tie-in. Of course, if you've seen Marvel Endgame, spoilers, there is a scene where bad things happen and like a bunch of people disappear. So this is them coming back, which was very interesting. And just poor Monica realizing that her mom has been gone for a while. And I couldn't imagine a hospital and that, kind of chaos. You could just see the chaos. Everybody's running around panicking, has no idea what's going on, where they've been for 3 years also. And then for her to just get back, her first case back on the job, and goes to help the FBI and then is immediately sucked into this other reality. Like, this poor girl is just not having a great week, and now she has to figure out how to live in this universe. And obviously, they're able to get some more information from her because she's the only one who's been able to go there and come back. Every person they send in, like we saw the skipping rope, for his tether as soon as he crosses over that line, basically. And I don't know what happens to them once they're there. They might be able to see them in the background of the show, but yeah, it was a big episode, really well done, lots of little pieces answered, which I really enjoyed. Again, I'm glad they didn't make us wait till like the last episode to have this big reveal. Now we kind of get to see some of the aftermath of that, and the episode that they had watched up to was the previous episode we had, so they're right on time, like they're right, where we left off. So I'm curious to see where the next episode's gonna go. I'm hoping, like I said, they can get more information out of Monica. I don't know what their plan is gonna be. They've tried communicating with Wanda. I don't know how you're gonna get through to her, like physically and, mentally, how you're gonna be able to talk to her and what that means for everybody else in the town. And again, they had that clip of, oh, everybody here is blank, and they had everybody's faces and names on the wall. I'm going to assume they're all Avengers or in the Marvel universe somehow. It seems like she would have pulled in people she knew, people she met, maybe not people she was super close with, but people she had obviously interacted with at some point, or at least knew their name. That's my guess. I really like the effects they had, the way that they showed kind of the border, that wall for the town, and even, the police officers saying, like, we live in Eastview, and trust me, there's no Westview, and trying to call these, supposed residents of Westview and can't get through. And even when they have the shot of the town, it's just the one row with houses. There's nobody on the street, nobody driving. There's no kids outside playing. There's no pets running around, like things you would expect to see. I mean, it was a smaller, town of 3,000 people, but still, you would expect somebody to be around, right? So, yeah, it was very interesting. And that also makes me think that if Wanda is controlling this whole town, even when Monica at the end says, like, it's Wanda, it's all her. I don't know what kind of magic you would need to do something like this, but obviously she's very powerful. And it also seems like she's the only one who can send people back to present day. So, yeah, that makes me very curious about the other townspeople. How long are they going to stay here? Like, do they know what's happening to them? Obviously, we only had a few shots with Monica right when she came back at the end of the episode, and I was worried that she wouldn't be able to remember what happened, but no, she instantly says, it's all Wanda, it's all Wanda. So yeah, I'm definitely anticipating the next episode will be more of like a conversation interview with her, getting some more information. Maybe we'll see what Wanda and Vision will be up to. Maybe it'll be another episode more in present day, with Sword and the FBI trying to figure this out. And yeah, towns just usually don't show up out of nowhere, so that's going to be very curious to find out what they're going to do. And I love that as a viewer, some of our questions had been answered from the previous 3 episodes, but bringing in this FBI and the Sword team, now they have their own questions, like, why a sitcom? And I love that we got to see that montage of them processing everything this whole time and, having their own plans, like the helicopter and the radio. But again, yeah, their own questions that are like, yeah, like, what does that mean? So again, I love that we get to solve this, big puzzle through the show. So thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. Yeah, and that they came back right in the same situation that they left. Obviously, like, she was expecting her mom to be there. That's a lot of people. Yeah, how did it disappear? Yeah, it almost looks like even on the road, there's like a line, like some kind of barrier or like force field or something. Yeah, you're gonna lose a hand. Oh! Yeah, she's able to stream the show. That's very interesting.